Hey everyone, welcome back to vlogs. Totally out of practice, but I have been working on my content and I was like, you know what? We are getting back into the vlogs. And it's almost 5:15 and I finished work. I just ended my therapy session. Yay, go therapy. It was so good. And like usual, it is time to head to the gym. So I'm gonna eat a quick snack because I am starving. Honestly, I really wish I could eat dinner right now, but then I'm not gonna go to the gym. So this is our first, we did a run on Monday. It's Wednesday, by the way. Did a run on Monday, did a quick walk yesterday. I was like doing a bunch of admin after work when I got home yesterday and it just got so late. So I was like, I'm just gonna go for a quick walk. And for once it wasn't raining in the afternoon, so that was amazing. And then we're gonna get in a lift today, our first lift of the week, which I'm so excited about. I think the first lift of every week is always kind of like, I really don't want to, but then after I'm finished with the workout, I'm like, oh, I'm so glad I did that. I feel so much better. But it's just like, yeah, getting into that movement and like motion again. So yeah, we're gonna get in a lift. We have been focusing on lifting basically all summer and not as much running, which I'm like, I want to get back into mixing, but I was like, I really want to build up some muscle, really want to focus on that and just like give myself one thing to focus on, which has been really awesome. I'm like growing the muscles. Okay, I've been talking too long and I am really hungry and I want to get to the gym before 6 o'clock. So let's go. And I'm going to try to film as much as I can in the gym, but if there's a lot of people, then I won't, because I don't like filming when other people are in there and I don't like them being in the video, especially if they don't want to be filmed and, you know, the whole thing. Just trying to be respectful. But also because I'm like, it's weird. But I'll try to get a couple of clips if I can. And yeah, see you after. Alright, here's the fit, all black, as per usual. Yeah, stretch and get after it. I do not want to do this workout today, but I know it's going to make me feel better, and I want to be happy that I did it. So, let's go. Okay, so we went to the gym. I didn't really film because there were a lot of people in there and there were like some kids in there. I got like one little clip, but it's not even worth putting in. And then I took a quick lap around my neighborhood after the gym. I was feeling kind of nauseous at the end of my workout, and so I was like, I just want to walk it off. I like cut off the workout a little early than I normally would. Wow, you guys feel so far away. Yeah, so it wasn't the best workout, but I'll take it. Something is better than nothing. I am working on Instagram story, and then I need to edit the caption of the post that I scheduled, so I need to hurry up and edit it before it goes up with a random placeholder caption. But I'm just drinking some chocolate milk, waiting for my rice to be ready, and then I had some leftover chicken, so I'm gonna do chicken and rice for dinner, and then I need to do a little bit of meal prep for the rest of like the next couple of days, lunch tomorrow for work, all of that stuff. So it's a very chaotic night and very busy. Like, I feel like this is what most of my days are like, where it's like go to the gym, come home, get done as many things as I possibly can before I have to get ready for bed and go to work all day and all of that stuff. So like, if you work, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, hi guys. It is, cutting my hair off. It is Thursday. It is the next day. It's 6 p.m. and we're gonna get ready to go for a run. We're gonna do 30 minutes, 30 to like 40 minutes, depending on the route that I take. And then my goal with, I hate that I need to get a better camera set up in here, but the goal with my runs right now is just time on feet. So not like pace, not miles, just running consistently for that amount of time. I also want to do some mobility work, maybe. I don't know if I'll show that or not, but just for the sake of time, because I don't want to be eating dinner at 8 o'clock like I did last night. Yeah, yesterday was like so chaotic with just like all the things that I wanted to get done, which was maybe a little insane to like do all of those things, but I got them all done, which was awesome, and I slept so good because I was exhausted. Today's a little bit more chill. We just have our workout. I have to get one post up on TikTok, and then I want to draft some other posts and maybe do a little bit of writing, which would be really nice. Should get moving because, yeah, just get it over with. 30 minutes. Also, I'm not going to run with headphones because I'm finding it's helping me focus on my pace, my cadence, because I will follow the music and follow the beat of the music, and things just get kind of out of whack. So it just helps keep like a steady, good pace. You can focus on your breathing. You can focus on just how you feel. And like, I had a great run on Monday because I did that. Even though it was very short, the effort was great, and I was like really happy with that. Also, I am like feeling so self-conscious now that I'm like filming again, because your girl has been, oh my gosh, wow, so chaotic. Your girl has been dealing with stomach issues, which always makes me very bloated and very soft, and for someone who works out often and who working out to look a certain way is not why I work out at all, but I think it's just very human, especially like I see a lot of fitness creators on my For You page and stuff. Oh, why don't I look like them? Or like it makes me less of an athlete, or like less of a runner, or you know, you just feel kind of like a fraud sometimes of like, oh, I don't look that way, so I can't be athletic, I can't be strong because I don't look a certain way, or you can't see my abs or whatever, which I'm like is totally untrue. Like, it doesn't matter what you look like, but you keep showing up and keep putting in the effort, and like, yeah. And also, like, you never know what people are going through, and you're only seeing like this one thing, and like you're visually judging them, so like without knowing anything that's going on. So I'm like, get that thought out of your head. Like, we're showing up, we're putting in the effort, that's all that matters. So if anyone else is feeling that way, you're not alone, but we're powering through. So okay, I've been talking for too long, and anyway, let's go get this run. Okay, we are run done. Yay. That absolutely freaking sucked.
It was definitely one of those runs of like being comfortable, being uncomfortable. I ended up doing 2 miles and some change, and then yeah, so not too bad. It was really hot. Also, my stomach was just not having it. Like, I puffed up like a balloon, and it was really uncomfortable the whole time, and I was just beating myself up that I was like, I probably look so stupid, or like just all the things in my head that are not true. I'm like, literally, like, give yourself a break. I'm like, I'm dealing with stuff that I can't fix, but I'm like, I'm one of those people. I'm like, I will keep showing up regardless of what is happening, because I'm like, if I didn't do something because I didn't feel good, or like, I mean, like, my stomach hurts half the time on any runs I've ever done. And like, yeah. But I've done races, and I'm still here, and it's still something that I want to do and pursue, and I'm like, I'm not going to let that hold me back just because it's a little bit uncomfortable or it's a little bit difficult. But things don't come easy, and everyone's dealing with stuff, which I think it's hard to remember with social media, because you're like, oh, like, all these people who are super fit, it's just like so easy for them, or like whatever. But anyway, super in my head, and like, yeah, just kind of beating myself up, but trying to like give myself a break and give myself the grace that I would, and understanding that I would give someone else. And also, I'm like, I still did the whole run, and I still showed up, and that's something to be proud of, and like, the effort is still there, and that's still a deposit into my training, and you know, if and logging miles, especially picking up running again, and if I want to race in December again, yeah, just like starting to build back up my endurance. And so like, that's something to be proud of, and like, the effort is not wasted just because it didn't feel good, or because I was feeling insecure, or I was very uncomfortable. And yeah, I think a lot of us experience that more than we maybe talk about or let on. So yeah, and I don't like say anything to be like, oh my gosh, like, poor her, like, whatever. I'm like, this is just the real of my life, and like, this is what I want to show. And it's hard to, I think, sometimes like accept this is reality sometimes, but I'm like, real life is bitch sometimes, and that's okay. But we're focused on the positive things. We did the run, 2 miles. We survived the heat. Legs felt good, not heavy. Like, form was good, pace was good. Yeah, so I'm like, all in all, good effort. And the best part of any run is chocolate milk. I've just spent the last like 20 minutes laying on the floor, as one does after a run. And yeah, I'm gonna eat dinner here soon and shower and just chill for the rest of the night. So yeah.
All right, it is Friday. We made it to the end of the work week. I've just been wrapping up a few things. It's going to get ready to go to the gym. But I wanted to talk about yesterday. After I stopped recording, I took a shower and had dinner, and literally 30 minutes after, I like passed out on the couch, and I was like, all right, we're just going to bed. I was exhausted, but honestly, my run yesterday, even though I completed it and I ran for 30 minutes and all of that, it was like really sticking with me, just like that it was so tough, that I was in a lot of pain just because of like my stomach and what I'm dealing with, and that it makes running a little bit difficult sometimes. And I was really beating myself up, like one does. And I think because I'm like, if I'm going to do something, I want to do it at 100%. I want it to be awesome and good, and I want to be operating at like full capacity all the time. Yeah, I was just like really bumming myself out. And then I was like, what am I even doing showing up on social media? What am I even doing posting fitness content? Like, I can't even get through a run. And yeah, so, you know, spiraling thoughts. But I kind of just let myself be in that emotion last night, and then this morning I was like, oh my gosh, People drive crazy around here. Yeah, and then this morning I was like, I need to work through these feelings because I don't want them hanging over me. It's one run, and like, you know, I don't want to carry this with me because it's not doing me any good, you know? And I'm like, I'm gonna have more tough runs, but it's not a reason to give up or stop doing what I'm doing or stop doing things that I love and care about and that mean something to me. So I'm gonna read to you. I kind of gave myself a little pep talk, and I wanted to read you kind of some of the thoughts that I had and things that I was like walking myself through and things that I was telling myself, because I'm like, I feel like it could be useful or beneficial, but like these are the things that I tell myself because I got this from a running podcast, but it's like you have to be your biggest cheerleader because no one else is going to do it for you. And if you're waiting for someone to come along and pick up your pieces and be like, yeah, you got it, like you have to believe that, you have to want that. Like our minds are so powerful. That could be a whole other YouTube video, which I might make eventually because the mind is amazing. But here's basically what I was telling myself. Not to get too long-winded, but not letting a not so great workout determine the outcome of everything I'll do. That like this one workout does not define me as someone who wants to pursue athletic things like racing, maybe high rocks. I don't know. I'm seeing a lot of Ironmans on my For You page, so maybe one day triathlon, that would be kind of fun. But one thing at a time. But yeah, like not letting one specific instance determine the outcome of like, oh, I should just quit or, oh, I should give up, you know? I'm not a quitter. It takes a lot to bring me down, but our minds are strong and easily work in the negative. I will race again, even if it's not this fall, even if like I need to focus on my health and that before I can kind of step back into athletic events in the way that I want to, because I'm like, even if I take a step back, it actually doesn't hold you back. It actually helps you go farther for longer, right? So, you know, you think if you're not pushing all the time that you're falling behind, but really sometimes slowing down actually helps you get where you want to go quicker than if you just push through and then, you know, your body kind of gives out or whatever. The rebuild is about being present in the process. And I think that's why I don't have it all figured out. I'm learning along the way. And that's kind of the whole point, is like, I don't want to document some finished like journey or, you know, whatever. I'm like, life is the journey. But I am in this messy middle. I am in beginning stages. And like one day I'm going to look back at this and be like, wow, I've done so much. I've come so far. Like, it's crazy to see the difference. And, you know, maybe I'll be in a different season or, you know, whatever. But I'm like, this is the part that makes the story. Yeah, and it's kind of the whole point of why I called this series The Rebuild, because we're going through it together, messy bits and all. And every story I love, every inspirational story, every person that I look up to that I'm super inspired by their story, it all comes with setbacks and challenges, and we all have them. And so yesterday was just a little bit of a challenge and maybe a little bit of a setback. This is where I feel like I'm at right now in life. Just generally, I'm rebuilding a lot of things in my life, which is also really exciting, as much as sometimes it is daunting or a little bit scary because it's unknown. But I feel like I'm rebuilding with more purpose than I have in a really long time. Each workout, good or bad, is gaining a little bit more ground, taking steps towards the goal. So even yesterday was not the best, and I do not want to relive that. But it was still a drop in the bucket. It was still a step forward. And I think that's the thing to focus on, not the fact that it was bad or that it was painful or that I never want to experience that again or just XYZ in the spiral that I was having last night. Like, also just reminding myself why I'm doing this. Like, why am I pursuing athletic endeavors in my late 20s, which I want to talk about more in depth in another video because it's something that means a lot to me, and it's beyond just how my body looks, or like on, like, it is not surface level at all. It's like very deep and meaningful to me. And I'm like, I want to do it of a place of, I want to do all this from a place of loving my body and not hating on it. And I think last night I was just being my biggest hater and my biggest critic, and like being like, oh, like blaming my body for not showing up the way that I needed to, and it doesn't determine anything for me, because I'm like, this is temporary and things will change. So I'm like, it was, you know, kind of compartmentalizing, like processing it and then letting it go and not letting it affect me as I move forward. And so that's something that I'm definitely learning too. I hope this helps. If it's helpful at all, if not, cool. It was helpful for me. Gave myself a little pep talk. My stomach's feeling a little bit better today, and usually doing a lift does not bother me. So honestly, I'm really excited to get back in the gym and like feel a little bit more confident today. And then also guys, I used to not be super into music. Like, I love music, but I think in the last 6 months or so, I'm like finding new artists, new bands, new genres of music that I wouldn't normally gravitate towards. And one of the bands that I listen to, called The Revivalists, they just released their new album today. It's not a album that I play in the gym, but it's got some good ones on there. I've just been kind of flipping through, and I'm like, I get so excited for like new music. And yeah, it's just, music is really awesome and powerful, and like, yeah, helps with storytelling, you know, all the things. But and it's just like a way for us to connect to ourselves, process emotion, like, you know, all the things. But I'm so excited to listen to this. I kind of forgot that I pre-saved it and that they were releasing an album. We're gonna have a good afternoon. We just, you know, yesterday done and dusted, and we're moving forward. And yeah, it's gonna be freaking great. So yeah, anyway, wow, I've been talking for so long. This video clip is so long. Okay, I'm gonna get ready so that we can get our butt into the gym and lift some weight. Alright, I was wrapping up my YouTube video about to post, and I realized I didn't do an outro, so here it is. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for your support. If you've made it to the end of the video, thank you. And yeah, I hope you stick around for the rebuild and all that is to come. Peace out.